Good day everyone, my name is Pramalin Villanueva from BSE 1A and today I'm going to discuss our next topic in physics for engineers, which is all about motion at constant angular acceleration, rotational motion. So I have here examples, sabi dito. This initially rotating at 3.5 regions per second makes 3 complete turns before coming to stop. So A is to calculate its angular acceleration, so letter B is to calculate the time does it take to come to stop. So in this problem kasi, given na kasi dito yung angular position niya, which is data is equals to 3 revolution. Naging 3 revolution siya kasi sabi doon sa may problem, makes 3 complete turns, meaning nakatatlong 3 complete na ikot siya, kaya 3 revolution. So, itong 3 revolution na to, or yung angular position, i-convert natin siya into radians to solve for angular acceleration. So, in converting 3 revolution into radians, magiging delta is equals to 3 revolution. I-times lang natin siya sa revolution, which is equivalent sa 2 pi rad. Ayan, maka-cancel na yung revolution and revolution. So, equivalent ngayon ng 3 revolution into radians is magiging 6 pi radians. So, pwede na tayo mag-proceed sa letter A question, which is sinahanap nga si angular acceleration. And ang gagamitin nating equation for this is yung final angular velocity squared is equals to initial angular velocity squared plus 2 times its angular acceleration times angular position. And since ang hinahanap is si angular acceleration, so kailangan siya yung matira. So, angular acceleration is equals to final angular velocity squared minus initial angular velocity squared over 2 times angular position. And since nakuha na natin yung equation, ang gagamitin na, ito na yung gagamitin natin formula. Ito na-derive natin sa equation na final angular velocity is equals to initial velocity plus 2 times angular acceleration times angular position. Doon nang galing yung formula na nakuha natin. So, since nakuha na natin yung formula, pwede na natin i-substitute yung appropriate na given values to get the angular acceleration or to get the value of angular acceleration. So, ang value ngayon ng final angular velocity natin is 0, since sabi doon sa problem is coming to stop. So, meaning 0 yung value ng final angular velocity. So, lagay natin dito 0 minus yung initial angular velocity na 3.5 radians per seconds over 2 times angular position natin, yung i-derive na, or yung i-convert natin na 3 revolution, which is yung 6 spirals. Yun yung angular position. So, lagay lang natin dito 6 spirals. So, yan. Ang value ngayon ng ating angular acceleration is 0 minus 3.5 regions per second squared over 2 times 6 pi rads is equals to negative 0.3249 radians per second squared. So, yun na yun, yung value ng angular acceleration. So, in solving naman, Sa letter B question, which is, ang hinahanap naman is yung time. Ang gagamitin pa natin formula dyan is final angular velocity is equals to, or equation pala rather, is equals to initial angular velocity plus its angular acceleration times t. And since ang hinahanap is yung time, i-derive lang ulit natin yung equation na yun. So, marami natin ito. So, sabi ko nga, ang equation is final angular velocity is equals to initial angular velocity plus angular acceleration times time. Ang hinahanap natin is time, kaya naman siya yung dapat natira dito sa equation. So, i-derive natin itong equation to get the formula of time. So, time is equals to final angular velocity minus initial angular velocity over its angular acceleration. So, ito yun, yung formula na gagamitin natin, which is time is equals to final angular velocity minus initial angular velocity over its angular acceleration. So, by substituting, time now is equals to 0 na final angular velocity minus 3.5 radians per second na initial angular velocity over its angular acceleration, which is yung nakuha natin kanina, na negative 0.3249 radians per seconds. So, makakancel na itong both seconds. So, ang value now ng ating time na hinahanap sa letter B question is 10.773 seconds. So, in this topic kasi, sa motion at constant angular acceleration or rotational motion, ang ginagamit natin or madalas natin gamitin ay radians to get the value of rotational motion. So, yun lang.